if. I'm sorry I took so long. I've been mostly focused on my gacha video and every so and such. But I hope you guys are gonna help me just wait a little bit longer because I'm trying to make my gacha video a little good today. Okay, because I never ever thought of this, or why I never thought of this, because I kind of hated myself for a couple of days, for literally a couple of days. Well, it's now, what if Asta, Yuno, and Noelle is from Yami's country? If you never caught up in the manga, and y'all missing out, because I'm about to make some shit OP as fuck. Okay? From Yami country, Yami was fucking a beast in the anime. Basically, this man... Yami was basically born in a family of assassins, had a little sister I didn't even know about. But that's not what we're here. We're wondering, what if Noelle, Asta, and Yuno are born in Yami's country? Basically, they was born before Yami, basically, you know how Yami was young as fuck. Okay, I gotta stop cussing for a day. Yami was born, and then man went, after doing something bad, went to the Clover Kingdom, but not finishing his training. Basically, Yami only learned Ki Sensei. That's all he learned. But Asta, Yuno, and Noelle might learn something different, or learn all of it, to be honest. So while Asta, Noelle, and Yuno were born in Yami's country, getting raised up, so Noelle is not really royalty at all in this timeline. She just has the silver hair. Or is she royalty? That's the question. We're not going to get into that. Basically, they was born, and basically, these three were basically best friends, since Noelle don't have that godly complex. Ooh, I'm going to explain this. That royalty complex. And Yuno is not a big crybaby since everybody is so joyful over there. But Asta literally was more joyful because he loves to train. In this timeline, since there's no sister Lily in this timeline, this man is basically going to be different. Literally different. So, basically, Rio, Yami's best friend, literally saw basically into the future. Hell, he said this timeline is not even right. He saw the original timeline, but this one is different because these kids are born here, not in the Clover Kingdom. So basically, he says he might need their power in the future and to help the Clover Kingdom. So basically, this man got them, even the Risen 7, even though Ichika is younger, starts training. Basically, he starts training Asta, Yuno, and Noelle, and basically, the true name of Ki is basically Zetin. It's basically an overpowered technique that Asta figured out in the fucking manga. But now, since Noelle and Asta, Yuno is gonna learn this, it might be more broken. So basically, Asta still has no magic power, even though he's born from a different country. Oh, by the way, they don't have parents. Well, yeah, they don't have parents. So basically, Asta is training his Zed and improving at a fast rate, even training his body physically. He's improving faster with no magic power. And then Noelle and Yuno is improving fast as well. Literally, Yuno and Noelle is like basically coming their like canon counterparts, but not like like royalty and broody and show offy. No, they became something like a little more different. While they was trading with the Ryuzen 7 that came up in a few more days, they was basically overpowered as fuck. Even though they don't get scrolls, the Ryu told them they need to go to the Clover Kingdom. And then literally Poopin sends them over there. Let's say he did, because I don't know how Yami got over there. And then they didn't appear at the same place as Yami. They appeared at the village Asta and Yuno was supposed to be at. So they appeared there and asked where the Clover Kingdom was after walking up to it. And then after explaining where the Clover Kingdom was, they said they know they're not from around here. They said, no, we're not. And they asked where he was from. I don't even remember. It was like the land of the sun country. I think that's what it's called. If it's not, tell me in the comments. And only, I think this is a theory. Lately, Sister Lily got food from the same place as Asta saw in the manga by eating. So she said, oh, but doesn't say nothing. But they would just stay there for at least like a couple of days. Get used to the kids a bit. Like, meeting the whole gang back together. They met Nash, they met the other kids in the orphanage, everybody. And then when they went to the ceremony, everything will kind of go as normal, but will get it his same Gimgar, even though he's still a prince in this timeline. So is Noelle. I'm just gonna say this: the family don't even know what happened to her. I'm gonna say that let's say that the family don't even know what happened. Because I'm gonna say this: she was born there, but her mother, none of her kids knew a Noelle. None of them. So basically, Noelle doesn't even know her own family. Yuno is still the prince of the Diamond Kingdom, but he doesn't know why he's over here either, because he doesn't remember. Back to like, Yuno will still get his grimoire, and Noelle will get her grimoire from there. And I think it was like a 3-leaf. Yuno's a 4-leaf. Asta literally still in this timeline since Libe, since this boy don't have no magic power, the anti-magic demon flew to Asta coming out of nowhere and gave him the power of anti-magic. And Asta is not dumb in this timeline, will just swing his sword around and think he just cancels out magic. Since Asta is more trained and more physically knowing how to use stuff, they will literally have a katana right next to him, off rip. And now, when he feels that dark energy, he said, wait a minute, this ain't magic. This is like when they walked out, the same dudes that was trying to jump Yuno in the original time, all 3 of them, they got washed. Literally, Yuno just washed them instantly. No help, no none of that. Washed. And Asta will just ask Yuno to throw magic at him. And then, while Asta was literally not going to use Zetting, he's going to use his other power for a second. This man sends a giant wind ball at Asta. Man, cuts this air literally into nothingness. with no Zenin or nothing. Since Asta's more trained and know how to use certain things, this man literally cut his magic power off. Like, not off, but cut it in half, and that just disintegrates. And Asta says, so this is anti-magic, so I have magic power. The anti-magic way, yes. And now they all feel more motivated to train more now since Asta got power. Even though he was broken as fuck and could sneak around them, even though they know how to sense ki. They have magic power to sense magic, but they can't sense Asta with magic. So now they only have to sense with ki. That's it. And then, boy, they was training for like a couple more days just to get their powers down. Oh, fun time fact. I will tell you in the future when I think about giving them powers. Well, I'm going to spoil Noelle's. Okay, yeah, I'm going to spoil Noelle. Noelle basically should see has more magic power than the other two. It seems in the anime. Noelle will get a different version of her Valkyrie dress. Basically, a Valkyrie dress, samurai armor style. Basically. But, like, more like Lichika's. Like, not like a mask and all that. She'll get the whole, like, battle suit ready and all that. But it's made out of water. Basically, Noelle's over fucking powered. So basically, yeah. So Asta's basically about to figure out his new powers. And literally, he's still broken. Even after testing the Zenin with the anti-magic, this man is still broken. Now, Asta can hit physically and literally counter and literally just take out people's magic powers. That is broken as fuck. So they would train for a couple of months, and then they would start flying. Let's say Asta figure out the anti-magic Demon Slayer sword and just start flying on that bitch right off bat within the 3-day time training stuff. All that. This man just flying on a sword, and that was it. And they didn't question how he did it. They don't at all. And they would just go and just go like chill a little bit until it's like checking the grimoires in for the match night exam, checked it and everything. They was worried about Asta though because they never said nothing about his grimoire in the anime. So they just went in and then without even knowing it, Asta just dodged somebody that even wasn't even he doesn't remember. He dodged him, and then the man grabs this man's head without hesitation. Even Asta is trained how to use ki. He doesn't use it all the time when he's relaxed. And the man looks back and say who got me? And then looks up and see a man with black hair with a black bull thing on him. And then he's like, wait a minute, you look familiar. And Yami looked at him and his friends and he's like, wait a minute, those clothes look familiar. And then also asked a really important question. Are you from this land of the sun? And also asked that bluntly. And Yami would be shocked. How does he know about that? How do you even know I was there? Because also said, you look like this woman that would train us. Her name was Ichika? And Yami will literally remember that's his little sister's name. And he's like, you know my little sister? And then they don't know Yami slaughtered her whole clan at all. He slaughtered his clan. Basically, they don't know the full truth. Yami pretended to do it. Well, once you read a manga, you will understand, because I don't want to say nothing about it. Basically, they will get along very quickly. Very quickly. And then literally also will say, did you finish your key training and all that? He said, no, I haven't. I was trying to figure out how to continue, but I got stuck over here. And he said, oh, I'll gotta train you if I go in something in your squad. Yami is so happy. He's like, I can continue to get stronger. Like, that's in Yami's head, but he said, yeah, whatever. He would do that to Asta. Asta would know he's excited. So the magic, like, entrance in will begin. Flying test. Flying test. Nigga flied on his... Actually, let's make this interesting. Asta controlled his anti-magic into the broom. Made that bitch float. Let's say this, because anti-magic is going to the fucking sky. Because it's an anti-magic sword going to the sky that has magic power. And no one never thought of that. This man could literally did that in the anime, but he never thought of it because he was dumb. In battle parts, he's smart. But logically, he's dumb as hell. I am sorry. This man started flying on the broom. No magic power. The captain's wondering how the is he literally flying with no magic power? And then literally the whole test would get in. Attack test. Asta would just literally sheath his blade in. Close that bitch real quick. And he's like, I'm done. They said, you didn't even break it. And then they see the fucking rock attack thing they were supposed to be hitting. Destroyed. And Yami saw what that man did. That man was broken. Asta and yuno and Noelle like literally said, show off. And Asta was like, what the fuck you mean? He said, stop showing off. And then literally they did the same thing. He said, what the fuck? You called me to show off? Y'all did the same thing. He said, shut up. And literally just like they are doing more challenges. And then the rest of the test will continue and until it's the battles. Battle like some shit. Battle attack. But Asta, yuno, and Noelle want to fight each other, literally. Like, they want to test each other. So, when it was, like, Asta's turn, Asta asked the captains, can he fight two people? And those two people could fight him, and actually a 3 versus... Actually, yeah. Asta, he wants to fight his friends to see how strong they got. They kind of allow this. They like say, why not? Asta, Noelle, and yuno, they got ready and everything. And Noelle looks at Noelle, that literally, Noelle doesn't even know she's a Silva. And he's staring at her like she looks like her mom. And then when the match begins, silence. And then once you see like little leaves flying out of the sky, all that shit just got cut in a million pieces. They said they didn't even move. How the did they do that? And they said, Yami said they did move. They just did it fast. Hold on, guys. Basically, bro, they're not moving, but they actually are just like literally going so fast. Captains can sense Noelle and yuno, their magic power is up the roof, and they wonder how the fuck are they doing it tenfold faster than the average captain. But they can't sense Asta, but Yami can don't even sense this boy. This man is literally going wild, and then they start getting like, oh, that's a good warm up, and they say the captain's like, what a fucking warm up. And they said, let's get a little bit serious. They think these commoners are bluffing. But to Yami, they ain't bluffing, bro. So they literally... Asta was able to summon not the black form, but summon the dark... like his eye turns red, but not the black form. He can summon that much power. But he doesn't want to summon all of that power. This is like a semi, not going full power. Until like he mastered the full extent of it. He's really not going full power at all. But this is like a sort of boost. Like his body is more faster now since he's like activated into like a little bit of the state. Yuno will activate a similar form like in like it's like Seraph form, but not really. But it's just made out of wind that makes his power a little bit more higher. Noelle will go into her Valkyrie Samurai armor state. It's not like armor on her, like just like get what I mean. Kind of like her Valkyrie armor, but not really. But it's like a like basically she's like built different. They all like semi full power. Basically, let's call it that. They blitz, and once they clash, they see a giant ball of power going in the sky, kaboom, literally destroying stuff. And then they literally continue to fight. Everybody's like hiding and all that. Bro, this fight was continuing to go on and on and on until Austin did something mainly quick. He activated sort of black form on him. Like his arm turns black, but he doesn't get the wing. He literally swipes down Yuno and swipes down Noelle. And de-transforms real quick for no one can notice that power. Because he said, Ryu literally said before he left, once you get that double power, don't use it often. And Asta knows that for a fact. So his team knows that. They mad at him for going semi-serious on them fully. But after that, it was actually kind of like a draw. Because they didn't really quit. But the captains like told them to stop. They're done. And they looked around. They destroyed a lot of stuff without even knowing they did. So it's going up to the basal, going back to their basal thing. Yuno goes with the Golden Dawns. Noelle and Asta goes with Captain Yami. Because when Asta told her about Captain Yami and they said they'll go their own path. Actually, no. Yuno will go his own path, but Noelle wants to go with Asta to see he doesn't do anything stupid. Literally, Asta was like, oh, come on, Noelle. She said, what did you say? And Asta's like, fine, you Cinderella. Even though she never heard that word. Asta semi like Noelle, but never shows it. And then literally they go into their own respective groups. Yuno knows to keep certain abilities secret. Because that's what he was told, keep certain abilities secret. While Asta will literally go and Noelle go to the Golden Golden Dawn. While they go to the Black Bulls, they see their score and it's like, we got a lot of work to do, huh, Noelle? And she said, yep. And they meet the group. They're like semi-weird, but they kind of get where Yami's coming from. He grabbed the misfits of the misfits. I don't know how you say it, but just say it like that. Basically, people who have weird powers who can potentially become OP as fuck. And then when it comes to like the orientation, like all that, Asta destroyed the rock. Noelle, damn. She could destroy the rock too. Now I think about it, because they all learn Zedin. That is literally an overpowered technique. Like, I think it's real, but I haven't really had to figure out how to do it. So if I figure it out in the future, I might keep details to you guys in the future. If it is real, I will literally do something to teach all y'all how to do it. But let's back to that. Basically, literally into the squad saw a fight. Noelle versus Magma and Asta versus Luck. This is really, I wanted the first fight to begin. And Asta and Luck goes first, and literally Luck and Asta was hella holding back. But Asta literally is surprised that Luck is literally catching up. And literally Asta literally goes semi-serious and knock out Luck. Noelle literally just water beats fire, bro. I can't say nothing about that. And literally, man, literally just got, like, he gave up. There's nothing he can do. And literally now they talking to Yami about certain things about Zetin and all that. Literally taught Yami most of the basics. Yami now is literally sort of OP now. But watch when he gets the hang of it, and soon. And Asta, I'm going to say this for the next title. I mean, not next title, but the next episode. Asta was told to find the Demon Slayer sword. How do you say it? Demon Dweller sword and the Demon Destroyer sword. That was his main two goals. That's what really told him. Also, we'll keep that in mind. But this is where I'm gonna end this episode. And literally, I'm gonna say this: Asta, Yuno and Noelle was told they was gonna get speared soon, and they're very overpowered in this timeline. What we expect, because the last timeline he saw through was they was very overpowered. Now they're semi overpowered in this world too. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys subscribe. Love you guys. Hope you guys. I'm sorry for taking so long, but peace.